Happy Sunday night. Hopefully you're preparing for the week so that you can have another kick-ass week. It's the middle of the month, middle of September, right beginning of the fourth quarter. So how do you maximize the end of this year? How do you finish strong and start stronger for 2019? So here's the number one question I get. I don't know, maybe I get lots of desperate folks because they've read the story that I was able to rebuild back my $1 million business in 5 months, or because they heard me talk about business with no money. I'm not sure, but when I get that question, it's so tough for me. Rochelle, I need to build my business really quickly and I have no money, so I need to do it for the lowest amount possible. And it's hard for them. And it's even harder for me because it's frustrating for me because I have to try to figure out a nice way to say, okay, I'm not sure if you're ready to do what I was ready to do. I slept on my mom's floor for several years when I first got started. I went without gas 15 days, and I tell the story in the beginning of my book, The $1 Million Equation. But it was a lot of things that I had to sacrifice to rebuild the business so quickly. But the 3 things that I'll talk to you tonight, because everything with me is in threes. So the 3 things that I'll talk to you about tonight is understanding how to get clients fast may not be what your problem is. Okay. So even if you first start working with me, the first thing that I'm going to have you do is let's assess your business. Let's figure out where you are, because it may be that you're just not pricing enough, high enough. Maybe it's you're not collecting money in a timely manner. Maybe it could be 5 different problems other than I just need new clients. But that's where most entrepreneurs stay at, because they say, well, if I can just get more, it'll be easier. And that often isn't the problem. So the first thing that I want you to do is look at your business and really see, where you can either charge more and get people to pay you quicker. There's nothing wrong with getting them to prepay you. There's nothing wrong with them getting them to pay you more than they're paying other people. You just have to make sure that people understand what the value is in the end. So, of course, I want you the assessment first and figure out, is it really more customers, or are you not doing a really good job at selling at a high price point or collecting all the money that people owe you? Second thing I want you to look at is make sure that you understand that there's only 3 ways to grow your business, right? So the first one is where everybody gets stuck, and that's getting more customers. But the second way is getting your existing customers to come back more often. How about getting them to come and buy from you again? That's the easiest way and the fastest way to grow your business, is to go get people who are already paying you to pay you more often. So instead of them just buying from you once a year or twice a year, you can get them from you monthly. A much nicer, easier, faster way for you to grow your business. And then the third way is getting them to expand the transaction. So don't just buy one thing, right? Buy 2 things, 3 things, 4 things. So one of the things that I had in the telephone business is that once I told them local service, there wasn't really much else that I could sell them. So I focused on doing partnerships with other people, so that I partnered with an auto dealer so that I would refer my customers to them, and they would give me a $500 bonus for referring my customers. I partnered with a mortgage company. I found other things to sell to my existing base so that it would be easier. Hey, Christopher, how you doing? Thank you so much for telling people support. I ain't got my glasses on, so I can't really read what you guys are saying. I don't have them on because there was a reflection of the horrible Dallas Cowboy game that was on, and the Giants are just, it's embarrassing. So I said, hey, I'll jump on and do a Facebook Live. How about that? All right. So the first thing is assess your business and make sure that it's really that you need more customers, because if you're not making enough, with more customers, or if you're losing money, getting more is gonna suck too. You're still not gonna get to where you need to be. All right, the second thing is understanding there's only 3 ways to grow a business: getting new, getting your existing to spend more with you during each transaction, and getting them to come back more often. That's it. If you're not doing those 3, there's no other way to grow. All right. And the third thing that I want you to think about when it's how do I get more customers fast is probably my favorite thing. And instead of looking at how can you get 100 to pay you 30, why not get you 1 to pay you 3,000? So I want you to look at your business and assess it and say, okay, how can I get people to pay me what I call an oh my God fee? Right? A fee that you go, oh my God, somebody actually paid me that. How can you get somebody to pay you that? What can you put together, if it's products or services, to make sure that you can get somebody to pay you that high number? Because the fastest way to build $1 million business is get 1 customer to pay you $1 million. Who is that? What are they? People go, oh, I can't do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Part of it is just figuring out what you can put together that would make it worth it. Creating offers so that people say, I'm interested in paying you more. So it's shifting your mentality from, I have to charge what other people are charging, to I get to charge whatever the hell I please, and making sure that you've created an offer so that it all makes sense. Yes? Does that make sense? Okay, hopefully that all makes sense. But when you are looking at your business, it's never going to get to the top level that you want it to if you haven't done the strategy, if you haven't thought about everything. So do I sell items for free? Well, here I am on a Sunday night hanging out with you, working for free, right? Like I said, I was watching the football game and it got boring. So I said, okay, I'll jump on and do a live, because this stays in my inbox. I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. Another person who says, I need new clients fast. No, what you need to do is, I can't help it. I'm always fiddling with my hair. So sorry. What you need to do is focus on getting your existing customers to pay you more, or creating a product or service so that you're getting paid the highest, not getting paid the lowest. Yes, that all makes sense. Hopefully it does. If you got any other questions other than I need new clients fast, look, in my book, The $1 Million Equation, there's 85 different ways where I talk about getting a new customer, right? But 90% of the time, I will tell you, as soon as I go into a new doctor's office, a new client's office, it's never about getting new. It's about fixing their system and fixing their business model. Yeah. So you want to have different levels to your pricing. You want to have a low dollar amount to get people to come in to understand who you are and to learn from you. And then you want to have an acceleration part, a place where they can pay you more than just the $7 in the beginning, and a path to get to that number. Yes? So if you don't have the path to get to it, then how do they know they're supposed to pay you more? Even if you're selling shoes, even if you are selling a product like shoes, right? So you say, okay, they bought from me. Yes, they bought my shoes, so I'm done. No, what you need to do is get them to buy the shoe deal. That's now they're getting a free pair of shoes from you after they buy every 3rd pair. So now they go, oh my gosh, well, I need to buy 2 more pairs so I can get that free pair. Now you've increased the transaction and got the customer excited about you and can't wait to come back and buy from you again. It's making more from the smallest amount of customers so that you can get to the $1 million level faster and easier. Okay, I guess I'll jump back and watch the game if nobody's got any questions. I see y'all out there. So if you've got some questions, you can ask me. I'm an open book tonight while the Dallas Cowboys, the Giants just scored a field goal, so that should be good. Maybe they'll make it a game by the 4th quarter. But you're not typing? You don't have a question? All right, then. I love you for free. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got my second most asked question that I'll share with you probably sometime in the morning around 10 a.m. Pacific time. So if you're around, if you're on Facebook, you want to come and say hello, and you got a question you want me to answer, then come there and watch it. All right. Talk to you later. Where is it? See, I should put on my glasses so I can see the button. Where's the button?